Could you explain how the enemy is using the energy that we generate in the black church? How we generate this energy in the black church? Through our usual rituals.
It's interesting. All that stuff is ceremonially to stop the flow of melody or the flow of spirituality. One brother was a theologian. I met him, he's from Dallas. He just gotten out of theology school. And he went to do his final theology speech or whatever they do. But he went to this white college and the place was packed for white people with white people, and he was coming out, he was on the podium, and he said his mouth started talking and the words started appearing on the page, and it was saying, you people are devils, you gonna die, all kind of shit. And all right, and he was just saying it and all, you know. And then he said one day he was teaching a little catechism class, and he came in and said, you all are all gods. You all are gods. And stuff like that. He said it just started coming to him. And he said that one day he saw the energy that sets over the church, and it is some evil stuff. You know that yourself when you come in contact with a real religious person. And not unless you brainwashed, there's something ain't right about it. You get a funny feeling around them. You get a funny feeling around some certain preachers. Something cold about them. You see what I'm saying? That's because there's an energy there, you see what I'm saying, that is against the order of actual nature and everything else. You see what I'm saying? And it's set up that way by the Freedmen's Bureau. You see what I'm saying? So they ritualistically comprise a system of worship that is anti-indigenous culture. That's why they call you the pagan, which means the people. What people were they talking about? The Africans. So it was literally a campaign to wipe out all forms of African culture, which was basically the dominant religion of the world, the Osirianism. And so they made something opposite from it, and that's what we've been locked into. Plus, you got to realize this too. Basically, the church that we are a part of got most of its start in Europe, because the ancient world they didn't have that. So basically, we went into a European tradition that killed thousands of women at the stake, white people, and killed thousands of indigenous people around the earth under the skies of Christianity, Islam, and Judaism. Take your pick. Jumping from the pot to the frying pan. So as a result, and I'm not talking about Nation of Islam, because that was a form of a mystery system with Muhammad taught. That's on a whole other level. That's why the white boy want them to denounce Muhammad, the white arrow. But my point is, they got a whole tradition of murder in the world. Male chauvinist murder cults around the world that went into the focus of this particular religion that we call now, and now we are a part of it because those churches were established by the same people. So even the energy that it is going to, based on all the people that have died from it, and have been oppressed under the same religion, we're talking about a system that literally zaps the energy. But then again, on the other hand, when you go in and pray to an objective entity that you don't know nothing about, that is not related to yourself and your customs that was comprised to worship your way, then you literally give that energy to another people, and they suck that energy up, and you keep their institutions alive. So you are actually the battery centers to keep these particular civilizations going, because if they didn't have your energy, this civilization would fall, because it's very evil. But they go in and they get your energy every Sunday, because these places are battery symbols to keep all this shit up, battery sensors to keep all this shit afloat. You see, and they just zap you.
So we basically forfeit our power by missing.
You literally forfeit your power and you give it away. You give it away.